I've spent the last 30 years telling you people's stories. And I'm about ready to tell you via little videos like this the most dramatic story of my life. And it is the only story that I will have ever told you that I don't know how it ends. And therein lies the rub. As the bard would say, therein lies the rub. I don't know how it ends. On the 14th day of December, I was diagnosed with urethral cancer, a very rare and very aggressive form of cancer that, quote unquote, does not respond well to conventional treatments. The information on the internet is 8 years old at its latest, so they've had a lot of advances. But I'm trying to get into MD Anderson. I'm still in Las Vegas as I film this. And I'm stunned. And I'm going to try to tell you people as we go along what's going through my head. I mean, I've known for 8 days. 8 days. And the first couple of days, maybe 3 days, Rhonda and I were in shock. We found out on Wednesday, we didn't get anything done. We didn't get to make any calls or anything until Monday, the following Monday, 5 days later. So we're into this a very short time. And, whoa, boy, it'll give you different, it'll give you different outlook on life. I don't know whatever I was thinking about prior to the 14th day of December, but I'm not thinking about it anymore. It's been replaced. And I don't know what to think. I'm frightened. At times I'm really frightened. And part of that comes from not knowing if I'm in MD Anderson or not. We've called them, we've sent them everything, the x-rays and the MRIs and all the stuff they want. And they are looking at it. And the girl said, we are a candidate for treatment there. And Rhonda, my wife, kind of pushed them on it, and they said, no, he's in, and that's what she tells me. But I won't really believe it until I have that band on my hand. You know what I mean? Because they're supposedly the best in the country, and they have an impeccable reputation. And I've talked to people who have been treated there. These people are the real deal. And if I'm going to go into battle, so to speak, I want to, surround myself with the best. I want the equivalent of the Navy SEALs, you know what I mean? And, so I'll feel so much better when they do put that band on me. But I hope it takes a while, because what they do is they put all the information in front of a group of doctors who specialize in this area of cancer, this area of the body. And they determine if time is of an essence, then they bump me up to the head of the line, and then I'm in. If time isn't of an essence, which in a way is a really good fucking sign, then oh shit. And then I have 10 to 14 days maybe before I'll even know. And we've done all we could at this point. And at times, like right this red hot minute, I feel pretty positive. But brothers and sisters, this is shaking me to my very foundation. It hasn't, it hasn't made me doubt the existence of God or anything like that. It's just, my world's different. You know, I lived in one world up to December 14th, 12:14 p.m. And at 12:15 p.m. on that day, I lived in another world. Uh, lived in another world. And it's a very scary world. And I've broken down and cried on more than one occasion, calling my dearest friends and my children and telling them this. It's not easy. And telling you all it won't be easy. You know, because I want to tell you the truth. There's no time for bullshitting here. There's no time for exaggerating nor downplaying. There's no time for poetic license. It's a time for the truth. And one of the hard things about telling this story is, in a way, I don't know what the truth is. You know? I don't know how it's going to end up. I don't know how it's going to end up. No one can prepare for it. You know, I know there's a life after death. I know that we have a spirit inside of us that is separate from the physical us. I know that. I don't think that or believe that. I know that. And maybe later in all these tapes that I'm going to make for you guys, maybe I'll tell you why I know that. But sufficient for right now to say that I know that. Whether you think I'm full of shit or not makes no difference. So I'm not afraid of death. I'm not afraid of dying. And yet it's got to be the most natural thing ever. But I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. I love it here. I love my life. I love my wife. I love my dogs. I love where I live. You know, I love what I do. My God, I've got the best job in the world. It involves some travel, but I kind of like that too. So, you know, I mean, I don't want to leave, not now. I don't want to leave Rhonda alone. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to leave my kids alone or my friends alone. You know, I don't want to leave them. I'm not necessarily that. I mean, that don't mean as alone, but you know, without me. I want to stay here and be with them. I like them. I love them. I have a good time with them. And I soon hang on to it. But I'm sure everybody must feel that way. I mean, like I said, I can tell you how I feel, but I don't really know how I feel. I know how I feel in a given moment. But then there are times when it's surreal. And that's a word that's overused. A lot of people don't even use it correctly, but it's surreal. It doesn't seem real, but I know it is. But it doesn't seem that way at times. And it makes the future so unknown. And you know, see, it's always been unknown. We all kind of know that, but but to have it made very clear to you that you don't fucking know, but you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out is life-changing. I don't know what's going to happen. And most of the possibilities, when you get right down to it, are bad. Some of them are horrible. One of them's fatal. The best case of the best case scenarios is tough. It's tough. Best case of the best case scenarios is tough. That I know. That I know. I don't think it or believe it. I know it. So I'm not afraid of God, but I am afraid of dying. And I didn't think I was afraid of the unknown, but I certainly am afraid of the unknown. But you're going to walk down this with me if you want to. I'm going to put these up. I don't know how they're going to be. I'm trying to be as uncontrived and unplanned and unscripted as I can be. I just want to tell you, I've always been able to tell a good story. So, there you go. There you go. Now at this point, you either really want to hear the next chapter or you want to go, I don't want to watch these motherfuckers. And I wouldn't blame you either way. But you can kind of look at it this way. It's a hell of a mystery. How's that for the beginning of a story? This is going to be the story. The story. And I love you people. I love all of you who have come out to my shows, bought my stuff, and wear my shirts, and tell other people about me. I do it for you. That's what I do it for. And I want to keep doing it. So, this is the first of hopefully many videos that we're going to post. And that's all, folks.